Hello everyone, welcome to A Form of Farming in the Philippines. So I thought I'd give you this perspective right here and make sure my camera is clean. The sun's hitting it in a strange way. So the big fish transfer is underway. We've got a bucket here with some water in it. We're pulling this net over to the side. Do you need the boards, Tatay? So basically we pull this net over and prop it up high enough to where the fish can't jump back into the tank itself, and we use the combination of that small round net and that large net there to catch them all. So Tatay and E-Boy are going to be handling this, and while they're doing that, so they have one cage that they can fill up that I've already put aeration in. So hopefully, well, I know there's 2,000 in here that we can easily move, but I am going to be removing aeration from one of the pumps from one of these tanks up here, and I'll show you my concern. So, as you can see, the fish in all these tanks up here are on the surface gulping for air, because there is just not enough aeration for close to, I don't know, 10,000 fingerlings here. And I've got all five of those compressors running, and a couple lines from that one down there on the edge of the tanks running, and they're all running primarily into these first three tanks, and it's still not enough. So what we're going to do is, when we're finished getting the next 1,500 out of that round tank, we're going to real quick set that net back and start catching these, and anything that is large enough in these tanks that will not escape through that net into the round tank at large is going to be moved. And anything that I deem too small, which will be guys like this size and below, will stay here. I'm guessing there's less than 500 that size. The vast majority are between like this and that. The part that's got me concerned is that the 30-45 minutes or so it's going to take us to catch the 1,500 out of that we're going to move, that these fish are going to be without that blue aeration pump, much of which goes into these two tanks here. They're already desperate for air, and they're going to be more desperate. That's why I just started a fresh water addition exchange here. We got to do it though, so hopefully we won't lose. I would anticipate depriving them of full oxygen for close to an hour. We might end up losing some. Hopefully not more than just a few, but it is what it is. We have to do this. That little job is completed. Both of those cages now have aeration stones. Tomorrow I'm going to get some shorter line as well. I'm only running 6 stones off of this compressor. Two at the That's an 8-gang manifold there, and I just have 2 of the outlets just looped in to one another, so I'm only running 6 stones, which for now is okay. But very shortly it will need 8, and 2 of the, I put 1 of the shorter stones in each side, so that has 2 of the 16-inch in each net and 1 of the 6-inch. And I ordered more. They only had 3 of the 16-inch left, but I ordered like 15 of the 12-inch, which is just the next size smaller, and that's what we're going to use moving forward, is probably the 12-inch, which are as good as I can do. I can't find those large round aeration stones anymore for anything resembling a reasonable price. I most certainly am not going to pay 4,000 pesos for 1 aeration stone when the original was like 300. So and I can't find anything reasonable anymore, so we're just going to go with these long flat ones. It's dark. I've got my little battery flashlight here, so we did not finish. We don't have a light set up here to work at night, so we removed the majority of the fish from this tank, and these we took the time to sort them by size. So the very smallest ones went into this box here, and it was already dark. The fish in that box were dying close to it. We didn't lose any yet, but they were close to it. So I told Tatay just to run start in the middle of the tank and go that way, and let's get a half a tank of those fish out. We didn't sort them. None of these were counted. They were just moved. I don't know, thousands and thousands and thousands. I don't know how many. A lot. So, and there was about a dozen very large for sale size fish in this tank. So we're going to do this again tomorrow. You can see that tank is just full of fish. We didn't take any out of this one. So we removed the majority out of this one, and maybe a quarter to a third out of that one, and just going to let them sit for the night, let them breathe and not be stressed, and us not be stressed by having to work in the dark and against the clock, both. So we're done for the day. Tomorrow's another one. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.